Gaffer, obviously a really positive last couple of months now. For yourself personally, to be nominated for Manager of the Month, I mean, it must just show you how much everything's been clicking recently.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. The last 6 or 7 weeks, March was apart from obviously the last one, Chesterfield, where we could have won the game as well. It was a fantastic month for us. It's a fair credit to the lads, the rest of the staff who have been working really hard. Probably the months before, or the couple of months before that, to get us to a point where the lads are taking on the information. Training's got better and better. So for all that to come together with decent results has been really pleasing. Hopefully now we can keep that momentum going now to the end of the season, take it into next season, whether that's good for recruitment, whether it's good for keeping players here, or just momentum going into a new season will be key. So fingers crossed we can keep that going.
Yeah, I mean the confidence, the mood, it just seems to all be really just radiating such positive energy right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think the biggest thing for me is that environment, culture side of it. I think if we get that right, you've got half a chance. And ever since I've been into the building, the lads have been brilliant, the staff have been brilliant, and you can kind of see that sort of togetherness now with everybody. And that takes a while. It's still not perfect. We can improve that going into next season, but I think we've come a long way in 3 months. Everyone gets on with each other. It's a really good place to be. Training's been fantastic. The levels have gone through the roof in terms of that as well. So for me, it always starts here. It always starts that environment and culture side of it. Mentality, what I keep talking about, that comes as well. But it's a real good environment to be in at the moment. The lads are enjoying themselves, and the sun in Manchester. So what's not to like?
Yeah, I mean in these last few weeks, couple of months, we play teams right at the top end of the table, fighting everything. Right at the bottom, of course, to the end of the season, you're gonna have a few more of those this weekend though. Walsall, another great chance to cause a bit of carnage in that title race.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we've been brilliant. To be fair, we've helped Walsall out quite a lot recently in terms of our results against their kind of rivals around them, and probably their rivals now are probably hoping that we do them a favour going the other way, and that's what we're looking to do. Obviously, we'll just concentrate on ourselves, not anybody else. Like I said before, can we keep that momentum going? There were good bits, not so good bits from last Saturday that we can improve on. 2, can we get better at the big bits that we did really well? I thought the goals we scored were fantastic, all 3 of them. Really good shape off the ball. We transitioned really well, and then we were ruthless and clinical when we needed to be. There's aspects of the game where we need to be better. I thought we were too passive last week off the ball. If we're too passive on Saturday, we're not going to get anything from the game. So we have to win a lot more duels, and we probably have the last 2 games. We have to be good off the ball. They're a dangerous team, especially set pieces, long throws. They scored a couple last week, direct free kicks. There were a lot of penalties and stuff recently. So very obviously well coached, well managed team. So we know we're going to be up against it, but there's no reason why we can't go and win a game of football on Saturday. It's a top side in this division.
Yeah, I mean for yourself personally, is that extra motivation for you to win this weekend, with it being of course against your good mate Alexander?
Yeah, my sort of best man at my wedding, so it's and vice versa. So it's a big game for us both. A lot of family and friends are all coming up as well, which is great. But ultimately we both want to win. Obviously for different reasons. Obviously he's they've been struggling a little bit recently in terms of their form. They've done fantastically well this season to get to where they've got to, but now it's the sort of business end of the season. They need to get themselves over the line, so it's a big game for them. And on a personal note, it's great that 2 lads who have known each of us from 4 years old, went to the same class, same school, etc. Both League 2 managers, which it's hard enough in itself, but to have 2 sort of real close mates do that, I think it's brilliant. I'm desperate for him to do well. I'm desperate for him to go up. But I'm desperate for us to win on Saturday, 100%. Really looking forward to the game. Really looking forward to obviously seeing him and his team, etc. But like I said, we're really competitive. We're the same type of people in terms of that. We're really competitive. We've had a couple of friendlies, Walsall, Solihull, in the last couple of years. I think he's won 1 and we drew 1, so it's my turn to put 1 over on him and win the game Saturday. And we've put ourselves into a fantastic place at the moment, momentum wise at the moment, for us to go and take points off the top teams in the league. We've done that against put Vale, Notts County, Wimbledon in recent weeks, and there's no reason why we can't beat another top side on Saturday.
And in terms of team selection heading into the game, obviously some good minutes for Barnsley and Theo during the week. Dino obviously pulled up at the weekend, so how's he doing as well?
Yeah, Dino's fine. I was quite surprised actually. I think it was more. I think he played a lot of games back to back where he was injured, then he come back in Saturday, Tuesday. I think he just come on top of him a little bit. I don't know if it was the ground, it was quite firm on Saturday. I think it was a stop. I mean, we just stopped after about 10 minutes, I think, for the change of refs. I don't think that helped as well. He probably seized up in that moment and then tried to go on again and he couldn't. So he's fine. MJ should be back as well, which is great. You got Theo and Barnsley to add to that list as well who are fit. They played some minutes on Tuesday. 1 or 2 carry knocks, which is understandable. So we'll give them to the last few minutes, and yeah, hopefully we should have a near enough fully fit squad for Saturday, which is great.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.